In this module, I want to show you how you can actually set up deals on Amazon. There's several different deals. Some of these deals you actually have to be a vendor, or you have to have a rep at Amazon to actually set these up. But there's a couple of them that you're able to set up on your own that are kind of like self-service, and they can be really powerful ways to help you sell additional product, or maybe you've got a product that's just not doing so well and you want to get rid of it, or during busy times like during Prime Day, or during certain holidays, or especially during the Christmas season from just before Thanksgiving all the way up until Christmas. These can be super, super powerful ways to move a lot of extra product. So there's a couple types of deals. I just want to point out where they are on Amazon. So if you're looking at Amazon.com as a user, not as a seller, but as a user, if you look up here right on the top search bar, there's something called Today's Deal. This is one of the most popular pages on Amazon. A lot of people come here and click it and see what kind of deals are going on. There's several different types of deals. The first one that shows up by default right here is Today's Deals. And as you can see, there's more than 1,000 of them. And if you scroll here, you can see that there's just all kinds of products down here that are at all kinds of different prices and stuff. You could actually get your product featured here. Now why would you want to do this? You might need to get a little bit of sales velocity. You might need to get some extra sales to hopefully try to get some extra reviews, because the more you sell, the more people are likely to review. Or maybe it's a product that you're going to discontinue and you've got too much stock and you just want to just get rid of it and try to get your money back. Or maybe you're overstocked and some big storage fees are about to come up in February or August, and you're going to get hit and you just need to get some stuff out. So this is a great place to come and actually do that. So you could actually be on this Today's Deals page for 7 days in a row. So you can actually be here for a 7-day period, and it's completely self-service. Another thing I want you to see is that there's several different types of deals that you can do. If you take a look right over here on the left-hand side, you see deal types right there. And one of those deal types is this lightning deal right here. That's another type of deal that you can do that's really, really cool too. So if I actually click on this lightning deal, it'll actually take me to today's lightning deals. And now lightning deals are different than today's deals. Today's deals stay for 7 days. Lightning deals are almost like a flash sale. They last for between 4 and 6 hours typically. And so these are like really popular because people come here and they know they're not going to last. So there's a lot of buyers on Amazon that come here to check these out and because they know they don't want to miss it. And these can be really great also for getting you some sales velocity that could potentially lead to some reviews just by the fact that you're selling a lot more. It's also a great way to move some extra inventory to help boost your BSR. And they're really, really great around the holidays, like around Prime Day. Amazon will actually do these, and these you can crush it here. Your sales can go up 100 to 1,000% on Prime Day, or if you can get one on Cyber Monday or Black Friday, or all throughout the Christmas season. These can be super, super money makers for you if you do them right. You can see people can sort by category and all kinds of stuff over here. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you how in your account you can set these deals up. So if you go into your Seller Central account, I'm logged in here to my Seller Central account. And if you go right up here under advertising, you see where it says advertising right here, and you just come down to this deals section right here and click on deals. And it's going to take me to a page. And if you've run deals in the past, as you can see here, there's been some deals run in the past by this account. You don't really want to worry about that. Yours might be empty if you've never done it before. And what you want to do is you want to click on Create a Deal. If you click on Create a Deal, it's going to go through and Amazon's going to tell you what you're eligible for. Now, when you first start selling on Amazon, you may not be eligible for anything. You may not have any eligibility. This might be completely blank because there are some rules. The number one rule is your product has to have at least a 3-star rating. It doesn't have to have 1,000 reviews or 100 reviews, but it has to have at least a 3-star rating. You also have to have some sales history. So you can't do this to launch a brand spanking new product. The other thing is it can't be in one of the restricted categories. Like it can't be an adult, or it can't be in like some medical devices, and there's some other ones that it can't be in. It also has to be Prime. You can't run one of these deals if it's an FBM. If you're shipping it yourself, it has to be in Amazon's warehouse, and it has to be a product that you haven't had a lot of performance notices on the past. Otherwise, Amazon will actually not let you do it. And the other thing is you have to have seller feedback. So you remember that we talked about there's 2 types of feedback. There's reviews, and then there's seller feedback. If you don't have seller feedback of it, and and of it, at least a 3.5 or higher, then you're actually not going to be eligible. And also, you just can't have that. You have to actually be getting at least an average of 5 feedbacks per month. So that means you kind of got to be like an active seller. So that's why when you first start, you might not be eligible for this. You might have to wait until you get going and start getting the feedback scores and the average and get your first initial reviews and your sales history. But these can be really great tools. And now you can see right here in the section right here where there's actually it'll show you any deal type that you're eligible for, and it'll show you the 7-day deal types and the lightning deal types right there. So let's go ahead and actually check on this, and let me go ahead and click on the 7-day deals. You can actually see here that these are the deals that are eligible for a 7-day. So if this is what they're recommending as the pricing, the discount unit, and this is what they're going to charge me as the fee to run this for 7 days. That's not per day, that's the fee. One other thing I want to mention here about these deals is sometimes you might not be eligible if you have certain trigger words in your title. There's certain words in Amazon that could be considered prohibited, like the word slime, for example, or even the word ring, R-I-N-G, because it can have some sexual connotation. So if you met all those requirements that I mentioned a minute ago and you're not eligible, you might open up a ticket with Amazon and ask for the deals team to review your ASIN and whitelist it. Another thing that can cause you from not getting lightning deals, besides the criteria I told you earlier too, is if you constantly run heavy sales prices. You know, when you set up your listing on Amazon, there's an option. I showed you this in one of the earlier modules where you can have a list price and then you can have a sale price, and you can put that this is on sale from today till a few months from now or even longer. If you run those consistently, Amazon actually doesn't like that. They want sales to be really sales. So if you've been running those a lot to get that strike-through price, that could prevent you from getting a lightning deal. So right here, if I wanted to do a 7-day deal, I can come through here and I can choose the product. And I can say, select this product, and I can choose the date that I want to run. So they'll give you some options here. You don't get to choose the exact week, but these are the options. So if I wanted this to run on this date right here, I can click that and say continue to next step. And then it's going to show me all the eligible products that are eligible. And you want to include as many variations as you can, or maybe you only want to do one variation. Maybe you're overstocked on the red color. It's just not moving. You thought it was, and you only want to do that. Now, in some categories, like clothing, for example, you have to do at least 60% of your variations, or they won't approve the deal. But in other categories, you can pick and choose. So right now, we can say that like these right here, they're recommending a deal price of $28.04. You have to do at least 20% discount, a minimum of 20% discount. So you can see here, these are all the different variations that are eligible. So you could actually toggle these on or off, or like this one right here is not eligible. But these variations are eligible. If I didn't want to run that one, I could come over here and toggle it off and it won't run it. So you can choose the variation. So if I wanted to run these variations, Amazon will recommend a deal price over here, but you can actually change this. You can't usually go higher, but you can go lower if you wanted to. And then you get to choose which one is the main product, because if you have variations here, only one of them is going to show on that deal page. So I could say like this one, maybe it has the best main image or something like that. I could say set that as the main product. Or if, oops, I didn't mean that. If you want to do it that one, you just change it. So you can see here, and then if you click on the participating products, it'll show you just the 3 that are in the deal. And so once you've chosen these and you've set your pricing, you're going to continue to the next step. And here, you're actually going to review everything. Look, this is a 7-day deal. When this deal runs, Amazon's going to charge your account $300 for running the deal. That's in addition to all the other fees. You could change the description here if maybe you want to change this to, special Christmas promotion or something like that. Number 3 or whatever. You can change that there if you want to and add that custom description so it's not just the Amazon one. And it'll show you what the deal is going to, a preview of the deal right over here. And then here's the items that are included in the deal. And as soon as you're ready, you just hit submit deal. And then it's going to go through a process where it might take it a little while to get approved. And once you can actually come back here and you can review the details, and they'll assign it a time and date. Now, sometimes if you get a bad time, like if you get early in the morning, you can go in and cancel the deal if you want to. You see it's still in draft mode because it hasn't been approved yet. But so you can go in and cancel a deal. Just be careful on canceling on lots of deals. Amazon can actually penalize you if you keep canceling lots of deals all the time. So that's how you would set up like the 7-day deal. So that's going to cost you, as of right now, $300. Now, probably during the holiday season, that's going to cost a little bit more. But let's go back and let's actually set up a lightning deal. So let's go back up to the main deals page. And we have all our deals here. I'm going to create a new deal. And a lightning deal, remember, is a deal that's only going to run for a very short period of time. It's not going to be for 7 days. It's going to be for a specific day in a specific time, typically 4 to 6 hours. It depends on when they assign it. So these lightning deals, they don't cost as much. They're only $150 right now in the US. In like Canada, I think I'm around $15 to $20 for them. Now during the holidays, during like Prime Day, and during the holidays for like Cyber Monday and Black Friday and stuff, these go up in price. Every year it's different, but they go up in price. So let's say I wanted to run a lightning deal for this particular product. So I could just come over here and say select. And it's also going to show me these are the eligible weeks. Now I'm not going to know the exact date. When I did the deal of the day one, it showed this is the week it's going to run. That's pretty much when it's going to run. But on this one, I don't know if I'm going to get August 19th or if I'm going to get August 25th or one of the days in between. They're just saying this is when we're going to kind of give it to you. So if I want to just choose, that's when I want to run that. And you can set up multiple of these. You don't have to just do one at a time. You can have multiple ones. It's going to show me all my eligible products here. And let's say I want to do, these are all kinds of different variations for this product. So maybe I don't want that variation. I don't want that variation. Maybe I don't want that variation. It'll show you the minimum quantity you have to commit to over here. One of the good things that you can do here is maybe on this one, it shows 30. But let's say I have 1,000 that I really want to give away. One of the tricks that you can do that's really important on lightning deals is what's called social proof. Because when these deals are running, if we come back over here to Amazon and take a look at one of these deals that's actually running right now, go to lightning deal, and you can see here that there's a social proof. If you look right here, it shows that it's 28% claimed and when it ends. And this one's 64% claimed, and this one's 80% claimed. That's a really important, this one's only 15% claimed. That's a really important factor of whether your deal is going to be a success or not. Sometimes lightning deals don't work. If you get a really bad time, like 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., that's really not a good time for lightning deals. Or if you get a Saturday afternoon, sometimes those are bad too. So this percent claimed actually is important for the success of your deal. So one of the things that if you're able to do this, once you get the deal date assigned to you, once Amazon comes back and says this is the date of your deal, you can actually, if you're able to, if it's during hours that you're awake or that you're working or someone on your staff is working, you can monitor the deal. You can't change the price, but you can add to the quantity. So maybe you're not able to be there in the deal and you get 1,000, so you're going to put 1,000 here. But what that means is if as soon as you sold 10 divided by 1,000 is like 1%. So it's going to show 1% claimed. But if you do 10 out of 30, it's going to show 33% claimed. So if you're able to monitor the deal while it's happening and you have the ability, either you or someone on your team, you can constantly raise this number. So as the first 10 sell, it's showing 33%. Then you come in here and you add it, you make it to 50. And then add some more sell, then you raise it up to 100. And you keep raising it. That way your social proof stays at a high number, and that can help you be successful in your deal. Now, that's not necessary. That's just a little trick. A lot of times they can work anyway. But I've also had deals where I sold 2 or 3. And I've had other deals that sold out in minutes. So it just depends. So like on this one, if I only wanted to run one variation, I would just turn off all these other ones. Let's say I only wanted to run one of these variations. So I'm just going to turn off these and not do these guys. And so now I've got one participating product. So this is the participating product, and this is my main image. Now, if I go back over here, and I did want to run a couple other ones, I could run this one right here. And I could say, make this one, maybe this picture. In this case, the picture's all the same. But sometimes your pictures for your variations are different. And maybe you know that the rose gold one always sells better than the white one. So you could choose this and set this as the main image. And then you can adjust this price as long as you're at least 20% off. And you can play with it. So I could come in here on this 835 and say, no, I want to give more money or less money off by changing it. Or it's totally up to you. Just you gotta know what your goal is here. Is it to drive some sales velocity? Maybe your discount doesn't have to be as much, or if you're looking to actually close out and just get rid of inventory, you might want to do a heavier deal. It's just a little bit above your break even. You can cancel a deal right here if you're ready to go. So these are my two variations. I'm going to say submit deal. It's going to tell me it's a lightning deal. Again, you can click here to customize it. This one's going to run sometime between these dates. Once the deal's approved, you'll be able to log back in here and see the exact date. Amazon's going to charge me $150 to my account. And here's all my information down here. There's a preview of what it's going to look like. And when I'm ready, I just say submit deal. And so now I've got these deals, and they're in a, you see here it says a draft status. This one was canceled. This one says ended. But you can see here when it ran 6:25 a.m. to 12:25 p.m. Pacific time, which is a really bad, which is not too bad. That's a lot of people at work. Anything you can get during the daytime between about 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. at night Pacific time are the best times. The ones that are in the wee hours of the morning Pacific time in the U.S. Typically don't perform as well. But you can see a lot of these are really good times. They're running. This one's running for a 6-hour window, 6-hour window. You can see here all these deals. So what's going to happen is once this comes out of this draft mode and Amazon actually approves it, you'll actually be able to know the exact time. And then if you don't like it, you could actually come in here and you could go in and make some edits to it, or you could even cancel the deal if you want to. So you're actually able to edit it. And if I've got a bad time that I didn't like, or I'm like, oops, I made a mistake, you can just come in here and say cancel deal. And once you cancel it, it can't be resumed. I mean, you could set it up again later, but right now I'm just going to say cancel it, and now it's gone. And so that's how you would cancel them if you need to cancel them. Like if I wanted to cancel that other one that I'd set up, that deal of the day, I mean the week-long deal, today's deal, you just come in here and cancel it. So it's really easy to do. This is a really great thing that you should consider doing, because once you're up and running, like I said, as a brand new seller, you might not be able to do this, but they can be a very, very powerful way to really help you get some sales velocity, potentially get some more reviews. Now, another thing on the pricing of these, you see here some of these are like in 84 cents, and like some, the total sales were like 80. This one didn't do too good. So you can see the fees to the sales here for this particular one. They actually, it just didn't perform very well. But this one, 15.8%, they did really well. They sold 396 out of the 400, but this one only sold 16 out of the 600. So that could mean that the price was not good enough. It could mean the timing. This was on a Sunday. So Sundays, sometimes in the morning on Sundays, a lot of people are at church and stuff. So this might not have been a good time. That might have been one I canceled. But you can look at like this one. This was a Prime Day deal. This one here was a Prime Day a few years ago. And you can see that this ran 11:30 during the middle of the day, Pacific time, and it just crushed it. You know, they did $4,700 in sales. So those are some things, but psychologically, when you run your deals, if you can end them in either .00, .25, or .50, that can be really, really good. Because the psychology instead of cents, there is some psychology to lightning deals, and it's easier for people to see the exact amount of what they're saving. So hopefully this has helped you understand how you can set up deals, and it's something you're definitely going to want to incorporate into your marketing plan and use as you're selling on Amazon. I look forward to seeing you in the next module.